worth money, girl.
Why didn't your conversation make any sense?
And that was how these Shine Your Eye housemates gave us an extraordinary show last night, guys. All thanks to White Money and Cross. We did not get to see the usual boring truth or dare game this time around. This time around, it was all beautifully executed. It was sometimes innocent and sometimes very, very crazy. But guys, it was worth the watch. So if you did not catch up on last night's excitement, don't worry, I've got you covered. All you have to do is to watch to the end of this video without skipping one bit. Before I continue this video, I just want to remind you all that tomorrow is Saturday, and you know what happens on this channel. Tomorrow is our YouTube live stream. We do this every Saturday, 3 p.m. WAT. So guys, trust me, you do not want to miss out. Every Saturday is a vibe over here. As we break down, we analyze, we review, we give different perspectives about the ongoings of the Big Brother Naija show as it is currently airing on our TV. For those of you wondering what I'm wearing right now, this is my FSWG hoodie. Yes, it has a reflective light on the logo. So if you are interested, shop yours from my merch store. I'm going to be linking that down in the description box below. So after the La Liga football task, the housemates had another very brief task again. This time around from Bbnaija, and guys, Liquor Rose emerged the winner. She had won a trophy and the sum of 100,000 naira. I think it was a voucher of 100,000 naira, yes. And so guys, that was how the housemates decided to play again, which White Money and Cross had been putting together all day. So they had called the game Pick and Act, guys. So the idea behind it is they had written different descriptions of things to do on little pieces of papers. They had wrapped it around and put it in different bowls. So what's going to happen is different housemates will pick a paper each and demonstrate whatever was instructed on the paper. And guys, it just turned out to be a wild night, as some people had very easy things to do, and then some people had some really wild things to do. So of the many things, guys, I just decided to select a few so that we can have a good laugh at some of the crazy things that some of these housemates actually demonstrated. Now, KV opened the floor with a dry twerk. Yes, on the paper, he had been instructed to twerk. And guys, that twerk could never save the life of anybody at all. Then moving on, Maria's paper instructed her to select a housemate and pray for the housemate. And guys, guess what? Maria decided to choose Arin and Nini to pray for. And guys, guess the kind of prayer that she prayed for. She literally knelt down with the three of them in front of the rest of the housemates, and she said that, oh God, they are up for eviction on Sunday. Please make them stay. Please save them. And guys, I'm like, now wow, this girl has strategy. Is it not the same Maria that actually nominated Arin? So what the hell is she on about, guys? And mind you, before the game, earlier that evening, Maria had approached Arin. So according to her, she had a wrong impression about Arin all along. So it was up until on Tuesday that she realized that no, Arin is not really that much of a bad person. So Arin was like, well, I don't have any negative energy to you. I'm not really that much of a passive aggressive person. So if I have any issues with you, I will come direct with you. So I don't have time to be, keeping malice with anybody. And so guys, much later, Arin carried the same conversation and discussed it with Peace, a partner in crime in the house. And both of them started putting their thoughts together and thinking that, if this girl is coming to come and have this conversation with you, then it only means one thing, that she's aware that her tenure as deputy head of house is ending next week, meaning that she's definitely going to be up for nomination for possible eviction, because if they had nominated her this week, Pere was definitely going to use his power of save and replace to save her. So she's probably trying to get in everybody's good books now so that nobody is going to nominate her. And guys, it just kind of clicked to Aria. She was like, wow, that is mad though, that beg. She doesn't really have time for any of that, but she was just surprised why Maria bothered even to come and have that conversation with her, if not out of guilty conscience. But then, guys, it was just funny seeing that Maria was literally praying for the person that she nominated. Yes. Anyways, guys, moving forward, it was Pere's turn. Pere's paper instructed him to tell a lie, like create a lie and tell a lie. And then, guys, you will not believe, just as expected anyways, Pere came out, and then the lie he fabricated was that, oh, he and Maria, they were upstairs in the head of house lounge, and then Maria looked into his eyes and asked him, Pere, do you truly love me? And then he looked at her back, and then he told her, I don't really give a shit. Anyways, guys, all of those things were just quite easy peasy. Now, the highlight of the night for me was Angel. Now, for Angel's turn, the paper she picked had instructed her to kiss her crush, a French kiss, yes, for 5 seconds. And guys, that was where Angel became shy. So she was just very, very indecisive. At some point, she said, no, I don't have a crush in this house. And everybody was like, it's a lie. You have to bring out your crush. And then, guys, she was like, no. They said, okay, if you don't want to show us your crush, then you have to give us 30 squats. And then later she changed her mind and said, okay, she has a crush, but she will have to go and, use mouthwash to wash her mouth. Guys, come and see the anticipation. Everybody was waiting. Me, I was up on my seat. I was literally waiting too. And guys, in the midst of all of this, Kayode was so wicked as to be showing us Sammy's facial expression. Sammy was looking as if he was going to die. He was going to burst out of envy. But guys, guess what? Angel came back and then she chose Cross as a crush. Guys, the moment she did that, I was screaming. Guys, I was literally screaming because I had done a video earlier yesterday informing you all about all the green lights I had been seeing here and there between Angel and Cross. And guys, it was wild. I was just so excited that I predicted correctly that yes, for real, there's something between these two people. Guys, it turns out that that emotion that Angel was feeling, it wasn't really like legit reciprocated by Cross, which I'll be sharing much later on this video anyways, guys. But the deal is, at that point in time, after Angel revealed Cross as her crush, White Money was just literally crazy as he told Cross that now you two, you have to go and brush your teeth or use mouthwash to go and clean your mouth before you come here and kiss this girl, because she has gone to clean her mouth. But guys, that kiss was intense. That kiss was crazy. It was just so sad that we were not able to see them locking lips and all those tongue licking and everything in action. But guys, they actually kissed, and it was just so beautiful and romantic to watch. The next highlight for me was Boma. Guys, Boma is crazy.
It's similar to your wrestling face.
That guy is wild. So Boma's paper that he picked instructed him to show how he reached his climax during sex. Guys, I don't know how to explain this, but when two people are having sex and then the person wants to reach an orgasm or have a climax, the way the person is like, oh my God, guys, Boma's demonstration, he got everybody cracking up so hard. And in my head, I was like, Boma, is this how you come? And the next one was Maria's turn. So Maria's paper that she picked instructed her to marry, or wed and marry 3 different guys in the house that night. And so she chose Saga first, proposed to him. Saga accepted her proposal. Then she chose Pere, and proposed to Pere. And Pere was like, well, I'll think about it.
Did he take this ring to be my lawfully wedded husband?
I'll think about it.
And then she also chose Cross, and then she was like, oh, you may kiss the bride now, like she really wants to kiss Cross and all that. And then I was really like, Maria, are you serious or are you joking? But guys, it was all fun and banters all the way anyways. And guys, it was Sammy's turn. Now, Sammy's paper that he picked instructed him to pick a girl of his choice and propose to her. And guys, guess who? As expected, Sammy chose peace. We already know that in that house, Sammy has been pining for peace from day 0. He has always said that peace is a spec, and so it wasn't really surprising when he chose peace. And then Saga was asked to squeeze an imaginary boobs and ass.
Squeeze an imaginary breast and ass.
You see that Saga guy? I have no words. I have no words. I'm sorry, but whatever that guy did in that split minute, it wasn't a lot. It was so erotic that some of the housemates were like, oh, they were literally looking at Nini and they were like, Nini, why are you getting excited? Because Nini was all giggly and laughing. So like, Nini, why are you getting so excited? And the girl was like, I'm not getting excited though. You should leave it up. But guys, I was just like, if Saga handles Nini this way, this guy will melt like jello. Aside all of this, fun part, the part that really got me emotional was when Arin picked a paper that instructed her to give every housemate a kiss on the forehead. And guys, it was just so emotional because if you've been watching the show, you will know that Arin has stepped on a lot of toes with her opinions, with her arguments, with the way she tries to, take charge of a lot of conversations most of the time. Most of the housemates, they've always found it very, very upsetting and quite offensive. So she went around and she was giving each housemate a kiss on the forehead. And guys, it kind of made me feel very emotional because I was just thinking that, could this be the last kiss on the forehead before she gets evicted on Sunday? That is, if she gets evicted. It just gave me this kind of deja vu kind of feeling. And at that point, I realized that I really want to continue seeing Arin in this house, at least for a while. Yes, she just doesn't have to go home just yet. I mean, guys, what do you think? And of course, just as expected, guys, I mean, we all know that a game like that will not happen and then everybody will just go to sleep at once. No, some of the housemates, they had to break out into groups and pairs to have more conversations. And the first conversation that we witnessed was the one between Sasuke and Cross. Now, guys, listen. Cross has a very strong crush on Sasuke. Guys, I don't know why. I'm just feeling so smart whenever I bring, a word that rhymes with Cross's name. Pardon me, yeah. But Cross has a very, very deep crush on Sasuke. And so he was making his intentions known to Sasuke. And Sasuke just openly told him that, guy, listen, you are too sexually aware. He was basically telling Cross that he was too sexual for her, that it's not like she's not a sexual being, that she is, but more of a privately sexual person. But she is not really a fan of people who, outrightly express their sexuality in public. That for her, she's always like, ew, where is your dignity? Where is your privacy and stuff like that? And every time she sees how people in the house just go on about their sexuality in these truth or dare games, it's more of like a turn off for her. So she was telling Cross that, listen, that she likes him the way he likes her, but she does not feel like they will be compatible in that regard. And Cross was just basically telling her that, babe, that listen, whatever you people are seeing about me in this house with regards to my sexuality, it is only between 30 to 40%. The remaining percentage of me is crazily wild. And according to Cross, he is reserving that part of him for his woman because he wants to make her happy. He wants to do a lot of freaky things with her. He wants to make her happy, But if it happens that she will not be comfortable being with him, then you have to respect her wishes and stuff like that. And so he said, listen, no matter what happens, I still, F with you. You're still my girl. I still like you, stuff like that. And then he left. But guys, it turns out that Sasuke's affections for Cross kind of runs deep because after he left, she had not fully recovered from the conversation. And so Peace, who had been eavesdropping on their conversation all the while, had a personal conversation with Sasuke. Sasuke opened up to Peace, saying that she's willing to give things a trial. She's willing to compromise if she and Cross could actually have a better and more understanding conversation about how they can get things going inside the house, So Peace now, the errand woman, DHL, immediately she ran to go and relay the information to Cross. And Cross was already exhausted of all the conversation. And guys, at that point in time, I was wondering like, okay, this guy, fine, you really like this girl, but I feel like you are more sexually attracted to Angel, period. I mean, that is why he's able to do all those crazy, frisky things with her. But with Sasuke, it's very obvious that his affections for Sasuke runs on a very, very, should I say, innocent level because of how fragile and vulnerable Sasuke comes across to him. Then Kayode finally took us to the head of house lounge. Of course, guys, Maria and Pere, they've been having a very, very lengthy conversation. And guys, it was Pere doing most of the talking anyways, just as he had been doing practically every night since he and Maria started sleeping in the head of house lounge. So what what Pere was basically telling Maria was that, listen, you have to be open-minded. And then he was using an illustration of the water, you know, explaining that, water has to be free-flowing so that the wind will carry it properly. I said, Pere, when did you become a nature human being? Like, I don't even get, you know. But it was basically trying to tell Maria to be open-minded, allow her emotions flow so that she can learn more things. And Maria was like, what the hell are you talking about? Guys, just have a listen to their conversation briefly.
So why would you say it for me to feel some type of way?
I'm not saying it for you to feel some type of way. I'm assuming.
You're trying.
No, I'm saying it because.
But at the end of the night, guys, we did not get to hear the end of that conversation. We did not get to hear everything because Kayode just kept on shifting and gallivanting from one room to the other. And then the last time we saw of those two people, they were already fast asleep. And then, guys, there was also the conversation between Jackie B and Michael. Apparently, guys, Michael sometimes, once in a while, tries to get cuddles or hugs or kisses from Jackie B. And last night was no exception, but Jackie B did not indulge. It was also Saga and Nini who cuddled to sleep. Yes, I mean, they had just a brief conversation as usual, as they do every night, and then they went to sleep. And then, guys, annoyingly, even though everybody had gone to sleep, we now had Cross, Angel, Licorice and Emmanuel, who were extremely hungry, guys, at about 4:20 a.m. Like, I don't even understand how these people eat. It's so annoying, guys, that they literally went into the kitchen. Angel cooked them yam and sauce, and they were still eating at about 5 a.m. And I'm like, I don't understand. Aren't you people afraid of constipation in the morning? Guys, it was so annoying. But the Shah had food again that early hour of the day. And then these people are going to wake up again at 6 a.m. to go and work out in the arena. Like, seriously. Anyways, guys, overall, last night was a vibe. Last night was simply fun and amazing. And hey, guys, I will be bringing you all more juicy details of certain conversations that happened in the house yesterday evening. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll see you guys shortly. Bye.